Hello and welcome to the To Be Decided podcast. Got to it first. My name is Alex, and joining me today is my host, Mahmoud.
Hello.
Dude.
What's going on, dude?
Oh, dude, it was a crazy weekend.
Yeah, it kind of was. Had a lot going on.
Yeah, dude. How about that creator clash, dog?
Yeah, that was a thing.
What did you think? Oh, you were kind of hesitant going into it.
Yeah, like, I'm going to be honest. It was fine. It was, cool. It was actually, you know what? I'll even give it up. Better than I thought it was going to be.
Yeah.
Honestly, better than I thought
It was a good time.
Yeah, it was. I wanted to see someone actually get slapped, but, I guess that's kind of hard. I guess it is kind of hard.
You want to see somebody get slapped,
No.
knocked out?
Yeah, I wanted to see them get slapped. It would be mad. It would have been mad funny if someone actually got that.
I don't know. Ryan got real close, dude.
Well, yeah, he did get. He got wobbly.
But we'll talk about that.
He got wobbly.
We'll talk about that because I want to go fight by fight.
Oh yeah, that's what we're doing today.
We're gonna talk about it fight by fight.
Sure,
Do you remember this shit?
I think as you bring it up, I'll start to remember it.
Yeah,
I was playing Chrono Trigger for most of it.
It's all right.
The whole thing.
It's all right. Well, the cool thing about it is it kind of reminded me of wrestling, like WWE and stuff like that. It wasn't as stage performance-y because they kind of took the sport seriously.
Yeah,
but
no,
the fact that everybody
was boxing event. Yeah.
The fact that all the fans were really allianced.
Yeah.
Because there are all these really specific creators that people just really all. There's always gonna be somebody who's a number one fan of all these people.
Yeah. So there's someone who loves all that shit.
Yeah. So I thought that was really cool. Ian really fucking crushed it.
Mr. Ian Dubs, he went and did a he did a really great job actually making that whole thing,
event.
That whole thing
Him
together.
and his wife.
Him and his wife.
They crushed the production.
They did a very good job.
And I think Aaron from Game Grumps also had a lot to do with it because his he has a touring team for road productions and stuff.
Yeah, because they do stuff on the road.
Yeah, they do Game Grumps Live.
Wait, so what is a game? Are they playing video games on Game Grumps Live?
We can go to Game Grumps Live.
Why would we? Dog, I don't even really like Game Grumps like that.
Yeah, but it's just an experience.
Okay, what is the experience?
I couldn't even tell you. I'm pretty sure they
You couldn't even say.
I'm pretty sure they just play games.
Yeah, you just think it's a fucking episode. Yeah. Just riffing in real time.
They don't record it though, so it doesn't get anywhere.
Do they play a fast game then? Do they play a one and done thing, or do they just play some random shit? You just get an episode of Persona 4 Arena, and then next week is fucking.
No, can you imagine if we just hey, we're gonna spend the time here live on stage. We're gonna start playing P4.
That'd be a nightmare. You know how many people would just be yawn, or just people yelling, "No, Nanako did it."
She's the killer.
Don't shake that weird gas station attendant's hand.
Ew.
Don't
Why is it slimy?
Gross.
But yeah, man. We can start with the first fight, which was Matt Watson.
Yep.
Matt Weeaboo Watson
versus
Dad.
Damn. Dad? It was funny because I literally looked at you and I went, is this a bit?
No. The fighting wasn't a bit.
No, it's not that the fighting was a bit. It was just that
his character going up to the stage, that wasn't even his character.
That's what I was asking. Is that when he started doing that, I was is that
when he was talking though, that was his character.
Okay, because I saw the dancing coming through and I was like, is this the character?
I mean, yeah, that's also a little bit of the character. He does dancing.
He does dancing stuff.
Yeah,
that's funny. I don't watch honestly any of these content creators. The ones that I watched briefly were fighting each other actually, which is kind of funny.
They were some of the fighters.
Yeah, it was some of the fighters. What's it called? But
Dad
Bot 9000 came through and threw some hands.
Dude, he knocked him the fuck out. I like Matt's content. I love Super Mega. The ref had to get in there fucking real quick. Yeah,
break that shit up because buddy, he's laying him on.
Dude, but he celebrated so fucking epically.
Yeah.
He was just let's fucking go. My professional wrestler.
Oh my
trainer.
God, yeah, I forgot he came out with fucking John Morrison. Jesus Christ. Of Miz and Morrison fame, I want you to know.
Why does the Miz have?
Why is it always the fucking Miz?
Why does the Miz keep showing up?
Dude, what's it called? Like,
We could talk about that if you.
yeah, I do. I want to talk about that. Shit, he's funny. A couple of months ago, I got Alex to like watch wrestling with me for a little bit, and I think we're watching like just like some random fucking pay-per-view or something, and Alex just sits there and goes, "Is that the oh no, I'm like talking to you about the fact that the Miz I think was fighting Logan Paul at WrestleMania. That's what it was. I was talking to you about that, and you just went, the Miz is still around, and I'm like, yeah,
I
the
was
Miz
like, what
is
is
still
the
around.
Miz doing? And then you told me the Miz had the WWE Championship,
A couple of times.
and I just said, the Miz.
The Miz. Dog, what's it called? AJ Styles, which is like he's the dude that looks like Billy Ray Cyrus.
Yeah.
That motherfucker literally said that the Miz was the greatest heel of all time.
Yeah.
Which, like, the Miz has had a crazy career. Like, that's the thing, right? Is that the Miz still gets people to not like the Miz.
The Miz.
The Miz. Which is also crazy. How the fuck you name yourself The Miz? I can't believe that the fucking real world guy like made it in wrestling.
But anyway, the Miz's like partner, I guess.
Yeah, what's up? Yeah. They used to have a team. Actually, they just recently finished like I think like last year, maybe the year it's like last year or something.
Uh-huh.
They did a reunion. Like John Morrison came back into the WWE and they did a run. What's it called?
That's kind of cool.
They did Miz and Morrison again, but it was funny as shit for me when they did that.
But
yeah, I guess John Morrison was like fucking boxing
training,
Dad.
And Dad said, yeah, I got him.
He's like, I beat that guy.
I beat him. I knew I was going to beat you. I knew I was going to beat you.
That's so funny, though,
and
dude.
He just fucking basked in it.
Just fucking beat the shit out of that guy.
He said, I'm down to go again. This is fucking lit.
That was so funny. So those dudes, amped. Do you know how much adrenaline's going through your body after you punch a guy in the face?
I feel bad for Matt because I could tell he like was ready for something, but Dad just like out.
Just a different level.
He was just like a smaller guy with more muscle.
He was just, as soon as he got in, it was over. It was toast. As soon as he got in.
I don't even think Dad was much smaller. I think he was like the same size.
No, he's definitely a little bit
he weighed
smaller.
more.
He was a little bit shorter, but weighed.
But it was like a couple inches.
Yeah, it was like 3. I think it was like a 3-inch difference is what it was.
Yeah,
I think it was like 5'11" to like 6'2" or something like that.
Yeah, but the weight difference.
Yeah, the weight difference was probably like I think 10, 15. Like I think it was
but,
like.
But
10.
it was like enough.
But that's 10, 15 of muscle. That's like not 10, 15 of like fat. So like that dude's still throwing. That dude was still throwing. My favorite thing that they said all night was that they were throwing meat.
Yeah,
I thought that shit was
can we talk about the announcers?
Funny.
Fucking Fan, Moist Critical, and FaZe Sensei.
FaZe Sensei, my favorite guy.
Dude, we were just
manager
like,
of my least favorite guy, FaZe Rug. FaZe Rug still looking at you, bitch. Seeing you.
Sensei can't train you to fight these.
What's up? Seeing you at the next Creative Clash.
Just kidding. I don't know. No,
I'm
pretty sure. I'm not. I don't want to challenge FaZe Sensei because
we're not
like
fighting FaZe Sensei. You're fighting FaZe Rug. We already have the thumbnail and everything to prove it.
Yeah, I'm gonna take him down. Rumble in the Jungle.
Rumble in the Jungle Part 2.
Creator Clash 2. Rumble in the Jungle.
Yeah.
Let's go. FaZe Rug. Let's go.
Yeah, dude. Dad was throwing hands, but also Dad dancing to the ring was honestly one of the best parts of that shit because he was just like throwing his fucking arms back and forth, fucking killing me, man.
Yeah,
just
he was getting in it. But Moist Critical, Fan, FaZe Sensei.
Yep.
I can't remember who the other guy was.
I don't think I think he was just actually a color commentator. I don't think he was, or no, he was the play-by-play. That's what it was. Yeah. They had fucking Yeah, I think he was supposed to be the play-by-play, and they had like the other guys as color.
Yeah,
that's what it was supposed to be. And
then,
because he seemed to be like he was the one.
Esfan did a great job interviewing everybody.
Yeah, Esfan was doing interviews, and so was dude fucking Black Enola as the fucking announcer. Dog, I want you to know,
he killed it.
When I heard that dude's voice again, I want you to know I was fucking psyched. I went, oh yeah, he still
had
doing
an
stuff?
Amazing voice. You know that he started making like Twitter posts, being like, no. I think I'm gonna keep doing this.
No, he should, dude. He is the fucking dude. That's crazy.
I think he found something in himself that he never thought was like on the table.
Dog,
and he said, "I'm going to be the best announcer of all time."
He was really popular because of his fucking voice back in the day. Because he literally would just read League of Legends patch notes. That was like his shtick for years.
Yeah?
Yeah. That was his shtick for years.
That's kind of funny.
Dude had a crazy voice the whole time.
Didn't you say he still does it?
He doesn't still do the patch notes. He stopped doing that years ago, but he still does League of Legends content.
Okay.
What's it called? Fucking, I used to watch his shit like way back in the day. So I was really psyched whenever I saw him doing that shit. I got really psyched. I was like, "Oh hell yeah!"
Fantastic announcer.
Honestly, dog, the kind of announcer that you want for something like that.
Yeah.
It makes it official. It makes it cool, right?
Yeah.
Like there's this thing happens in wrestling too, right? Where like everyone when you go to a show, when you go to a lot of shows actually, if you go to like an indie show, this for sure happens.
Yeah.
But that they'll have an announcer who will then read out like the stipulations within the match, right?
Oh,
right.
Yeah.
It's
one
the
falls.
yeah. It was that shit puts up people all fucking screaming one fall after the guy says it. What's it called? And then they introduce the guys. You need a good announcer. Like good announcer takes your event to the next level. Honestly,
he did all that shit too.
Killed it.
Every time he was like, "This is going to be a 2-minute
2-minute rounds."
Yeah.
Bang.
He did all that shit for each person.
Shit's
He
good.
said their weight class, how much they weighed, what corner they were in. He hyped them up.
He did the whole thing. He was a good ass announcer.
Yeah, that was cool.
Actually, that was a really good event. It was a really good thing. So after Matt and Dad, next was Ryan and Alex Ernst, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah, and then Ryan got his dog.
No.
He took a beating.
They
honestly were both slugging. They were slugging. He
dished it back.
No, they were slugging. They both were just throwing haymakers. Because I just remember we just kept sitting there being like, dog, every time someone throws a punch, the other one is also punching.
Yeah.
They're just both beating the shit out of each other. It just
like at each other.
Mm-hmm. It just always ended up being that Ryan ended up taking just a little bit more each time. And that adds up.
But he was getting him every time too.
Oh, no. They were both doing it.
He got power hits.
They were both just
and
fucking
then one
slamming
time,
them.
he just lighted out.
Oh,
for
dude,
like
he
a
got
second.
him. His fucking
He just clocked
everything.
down, fell
Everything
on the
turned
floor,
off.
But he got back up.
Yeah, he did.
Immediately.
He was like, "Oh, no, I'm here.
Dude, that could have been it right there.
Could have been.
It probably should have been it.
Yeah, he would have. His nose wouldn't have been in such a rough shape if it probably ended there.
And then the aftermath, the picture of his nose, man.
Yeah, dude.
That shit was like a balloon.
Mm-hmm. Giant Mr. Potato Head ass nose.
But I can tell, dude, that man put his heart into that.
Yeah, dude,
fight.
he went the whole way. Fucking.
I honestly think
he
was probably like the best attituded
that was, like,
fighter.
That was like
there.
that was one of the 2 fights that went to decision. There's like 11 fights and the rest of them were all TKOs. Yeah, the rest of them were all TKOs.
Yeah, but Ryan
Spoiler.
was probably I think he had the best attitude for boxing out of everybody in that match.
I don't know what's it called. And what do you mean by everyone in that match? It was just 2 of
Or
them.
not in the match. I mean the whole thing. To like keep doing it.
He did just keep going. He did not let that shit stop him at any point.
No, but he took it seriously. I could tell he was like, no, I have to like win this.
Yeah. Because Matt
wanted it.
Yeah, he wanted to win it, dude, for sure.
He wanted to win it for Super Mega.
Yeah.
After Matt just got crushed, he was like,
yeah.
I am not getting crushed.
Yeah, dude, that shit was. It was so man. That was a real. You would love the story. That's like the thing is that a part of like sports that gets people really good is the story.
Yeah, and when the good guy wins.
Yeah, it's like what's it called? Whenever you
they
like whenever
set
the
him
Olympics.
up to be the good guy by.
Yeah,
Matt
or like
getting
whenever
down.
like the fucking like the Olympics happens, and like random like you'll see like fucking whole video packages for like random ass fucking for just like random fucking athletes and shit. Just because they want you to buy in, because that's a part of the fun. A part of the fun is buying in.
The crazy thing is that if you watch like all the Super Mega content, like lining up to the fight, all the things of Ryan are in like hoodies and like his hair's really long and like tied back. So up until the fight, nobody had any idea what he looked like.
Oh yeah, was that what it was?
The fight. Yeah, dude. And then like a week before, they put up the picture of him updated. It was an updated picture of him just jacked.
Funny.
He looked killer. I was like, damn, dude. He did it.
He went for it.
He's going in.
He went for it.
This is for real.
So,
and honestly, the size difference between the two of them was really close.
Yeah, what's old? Alex just ended up being a little bit taller.
He had
But
no,
Alex
his
was a little
arms were longer.
Yeah, Alex was. That was the fucking thing. That was why, honestly, Ryan got nailed
got
so
fucked.
much. Was
Yeah.
just because he had to be.
He had to
He
go
had to be
in for the
closer. He had to be
punches.
closer.
And he
Alex
took a punch for it every time.
Yeah, and every time because if what's it called? He had to come close enough. Like he had to come close to go hit. But if Alex ducked it, he can still hit him.
Yeah. But he did really good. He
And
went the
then
whole match.
Yeah, the whole 12 minutes. They did their thing, and then they hugged every 3 seconds until the end of time.
Long.
You know, actually, the legend says that they're still hugging to this very moment.
There's like pictures of them after the fact of them just like hugging in like the hotel room after.
It's super funny.
But
I just remember we were sitting on the couch and I was just like, yeah, for sure. Let's go. You guys hug it out. You guys both did great. Sick. And then it was like the second time I'm like, all right, whatever. And then the third time happened and I was like, okay, fine. You guys do the thing. And then the seventh time happened and I literally was just screaming at the TV, why are you guys still hugging?
Yeah, that was
because they would just like do it in a loop, right? Like they would like go and like someone would talk to somebody and then they would like go and be like, yeah, that guy was sick.
They would
What's it called?
separate for
Yeah, they would.
for a second.
Yeah, they would do other shit for a second. Like someone would get interviewed or something, or like what's it called? So like whenever they were like going and like talking to like their corners or some shit, and then they would just keep coming back and like just being like, dude, you were sick. That was awesome. High five. And then they'd hug.
Then
and
they
shit.
would hug for a little
And then
bit.
they'd go do something else, and then come back and be like, no, dude, you were fucking and sick. And then they'd hug and then high five again, and like they'd just keep doing that over and over and over again. And I got to a point where I was like, this has to be
They
a
had
bit.
so much respect for each
This
other
has
after that
to-
shit.
It was so funny. They just kept going.
But
I get it because like that's in a moment. Those dudes are on like the craziest adrenaline highs of their life.
dude,
and
Ryan
they
just got the shit beat him out.
Oh,
beat out
dude,
of
they're
him.
both honestly. What's because like Alex was also gassed at the end of that fight. That really could have gone either way.
Yeah, if it was like
If it was just a little bit different, Ryan could have went home.
if it was 3-minute
the whole thing.
rounds.
Oh, dude, if it was 3-minute rounds, Ryan would have finished in the first. It would have been done in the first round.
Yeah.
Because that's what it was, right? They were supposed to do 3-minute rounds and then ended up doing 2. So Alex got, or not Alex, Ryan. Ryan would have gotten taken out because Ryan got saved at the end of the first round by the bell.
Yeah.
He was getting like nailed up into the corner, and you could watch the ref about to jump in, and then the bell rang.
It was crazy. It was a really good fight though.
Yeah. It
That
would
was,
have been.
that was I think that was my favorite fight because that one kept me on edge the whole time.
Yeah.
That was the one that like
That was really the closest one. That could have gone either way.
it set me in. I was like,
Actually, no. That
set the
totally
mood.
was the closest one.
No,
that-
it was for sure the closest one.
Yeah, everyone. Yeah, that was the closest fucking one.
I don't know. iDubbbz was pretty close, but we'll talk about that.
Sure. Okay. So after Ryan and Alex was
internet comment etiquette and
Oh, yeah.
DJ Welsh,
Oh yeah, that
who
was
worked
what
on
happened.
like
Yeah,
fucking Adventure Time and shit.
It was so funny when DJ came out because I just remember being like, "Oh, this guy is gonna nail the shit out of
The
this."
best
dude.
thing is that he looks like a more like shredded version of our friend Carl.
That was so funny too. Whenever
And
we're
they
just
like
"Damn,
are
that's
both
just Carl.
They're both animators and stuff.
Same shit.
They just are. I'm like, yeah, dude.
Maybe animators just look like Carl. Maybe that's it. Maybe
No,
Carl
no,
is the
Carl.
animator.
No, I think Carl looks special. Carl definitely has like a style to him that's like.
Oh,
Really,
Carl's
really awesome.
no,
His
you're right.
dreads and stuff, they're so crazy. They're awesome.
Yeah. You know what? I never really have thought about the fact that Carl does have dreads, but that is like a really sick feature for him. And you know, it's different.
It's cool.
Yeah, if you like
Yeah, I
talk
think
to
it's
Carl,
cool.
if you talk to Carl, you wouldn't think that Carl would be a guy with dreads, but then like, nah, it's like a really good look for him. What's
No,
it
it looks
I'd
awesome.
be really tripped out if I saw anything else. I'd be really,
What-
I'd be
Like,
really tripped.
Have you ever had dreads?
No, never,
Exactly.
never once. What's it called?
Exactly. That shit's cool.
My mom one time tried to give me braids, and I was just crying the whole time. I had a terrible time.
Aw. Little baby Moo with the braids on.
No, my hurts, and she's like,
All right,
"Shut
put
up."
this do-rag on. Get
She
the
said-
waves.
She's like, shut the fuck up. And she's just like twisting my hair. And I'm just like, no, mom, please stop. It hurt.
Funny.
Mommy, no.
But internet comment etiquette and DJ Welsh.
Mhm.
You know, I was kind of excited for this one
Yeah, I
because I
figured you
love
were.
Eric. I
Mhm.
love Eric. I think he makes some of the funniest comments on YouTube.
Yeah?
Yeah, he's the comment god.
Okay.
He crushed it though. Well, he lost, but he knew what he was in for. He was like, "Yeah, I bet you guys wouldn't think I would take this as seriously as I did.
That's true.
And
yeah,
I did.
He did. I did take it seriously, and DJ kicked my ass.
Because DJ had experience in MMA.
Did
he? Yeah, he did MMA.
Funny. Why do they just keep throwing MMA guy versus dude?
Yeah, that was like a thing. He was just like, yeah, no, I'll still do it, and I'm going to take it seriously. I'm going to fight this guy.
And then you get your shit pushed in.
No, he didn't do terrible.
He still got beat up.
He ended up TKOing,
but
he put it up for a little bit. I think it went for 3 rounds.
I don't think it went for 3 rounds. I think it went for 2.
I think it was like 2 and some more.
I
think it was like 2 minutes 30.
Maybe. What's it called? I couldn't say. That's what I couldn't say. I feel like it was in the second, but like I was not really paying a whole ton of attention for most of that event, to be honest with you.
I mean, fair.
What's it called? So I could easily be wrong. So,
but that was the first one that you were like, oh, they're using headgear, and I was like,
yeah, I went, yeah, what's it called? The other guys beat the shit out of each other. These guys are using headgear, and you're like, they said do what you're comfortable with, and I'm like, all right, fine.
Yeah.
I thought that only Eric was wearing headgear at first because I got really confused.
DJ did walk out without it on.
He did walked out without it on, and he like did an interview and everything. So I got really fucking confused when I just saw this dude wandering out. I'm like, oh, that's what they did. And then he picks up this big ass orange head thing, and I went, oh, there it is.
His was actually crazier than Eric's because it like went over his face.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. He was fucking. Eric had like that T thing, right?
Yeah, it just like covered his cheeks.
Just got his cheeks, so he didn't get his fucking eye socket crushed in. But nope, DJ had a whole fucking head. Like he had a whole helmet.
Yeah, he is. But
he could have headbutted that dude.
DJ just kept on like grabbing him. Like he kept on clinching him, and then he would just like.
I remember a lot of strikes. I don't really remember much clinching. I was yeah. But if you say so, yeah, for sure. The one that I remember the most clinching in is actually Ryan's match. That was like there was a lot of clinching there.
Yeah, he had to pace it out.
Yeah,
because they were both just going hard.
Yeah.
They didn't.
Yeah, they
either were going 100% or like 0%.
Yeah, they got gassed at the end. So, but that'll happen.
Yeah, man. DJ did end up TKOing Eric, and that was a good fight. You know, they were honored to do it, and at the end they were talking about. He was like, "Yeah, I'll box you again, sure."
Yeah, I'll just.
They agreed to box. He's like, especially with this headgear on, I'll box you like often.
Yeah, is that what they were doing?
No, I'm just saying. Funny. Like,
yeah, dude, I'll take that whipping. So after that is what Michael Reeves and
it was Odd Ones Out versus I Did a Thing.
Oh yeah, I forgot about that.
And
match. Didn't I Did a Thing? Oh yeah, that was the one where fucking
dude, he kept. Let's start from the beginning.
Okay, so
first of all,
I Did a Thing comes out in a fucking apron.
Yeah, he comes out with an apron,
wearing khakis,
no shirt,
khaki shorts, apron.
Dude, this man looked wild, straight out of Aussie.
That's so funny.
He was perfect. He did a thing.
Yeah, wait, can we talk about the fact that like right before they would like come out to their own music, right?
Mm-hmm.
It was always the funniest fucking song possible playing. Like it would just be like something just like left field is playing in this arena, and then like their music would hit. I just kept losing it. Every time, because I was just like, yeah, they're playing fucking Drake now.
Yeah, they're just
like, that's what's happening right now.
What else are they gonna do in the interim?
I don't know, man. Didn't DJ come out to the fucking Cowboy Bebop theme? That's what happened.
He did the Cowboy Bebop theme, and we're like, did they get the licensing for this?
Yeah, I just kept going, dude. How much money do you think they paid for this?
But the funniest song that somebody came out to was in this fight, and that was Odd Ones Out coming out to. In the club.
Oh yeah, he did come out to 50
because it was his birthday.
Oh, was that why he came out?
Yeah, because it was his birthday.
Oh, that's so funny. Oh man, this motherfucker. That's silly. That's such a silly ass thing to do, man.
Dude, he was so hyped up, and then they're like, "Are you gonna fight?" He was like, "Yeah, I'm gonna have a good time. It's my birthday. I'm like, hope I do well."
Got his shit.
Oh, dude,
rocked.
I Did a Thing. Did not hold back.
No, he tried to hold back. Was the thing, and then he got frustrated because the ref wouldn't stop it.
Yeah, he was like,
he literally
went
it off.
Yeah, he was like, no, keep doing the thing, and he just went. punch him in the
he got
face
it.
like 5 times.
He got it early. That was the thing, right? Is that he knew off rip. He was like, yeah, and he hit him a couple times, and he's like, yeah, dude, I'm just gonna beat the shit out of this guy. Just
that was
stop
like the
it now.
second squash match.
Yeah, and then the ref was just like, no, go fight now. And he's like, no, like I don't want to. And then like throw a couple. He's like, come on, ref, stop it. And he goes, no, do the thing. And you see the moment where I did a thing's head goes, I guess I have to beat this guy up.
Yeah.
And then he just does it. He just beats the shit out of that guy.
I didn't see the aftermath of Odd One's Out because he kind of dipped after that.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything. I haven't heard anything. But also, I haven't really been using Twitter much in the last like couple days.
Oh, dude,
so
Twitter's crazy full of this stuff.
I've just been off of it, man. What's the guy? I'm not even there right now. So I've just been doing other shit.
Yeah.
But yeah, dude, that fucking fight, that was like a crazy one too. Just to like see that guy just be like, all right, man, just like stop it. Like we know, like just don't make me do this. Just let's stop it. Make sure he gets home cool and everything. And the ref just kept going. No,
do the
hit
thing,
him.
Mr. I did a thing.
Hit him now. And then he did. He hit him a lot. And then the ref jumped in like maybe like 2 minutes, like a minute later.
Crazy.
Yeah, what's it going? It was that was a wild one for sure. I forgot. Yeah,
And then he put the apron back on.
And then he put the apron back on. I was like,
but he fought in khakis.
We kept going.
Can we
like,
talk about that?
I kept going. Oh, like he's wearing khakis out. That's kind of funny. Maybe he's gonna like change. I thought he had shorts underneath the khakis.
He looked like he was wearing like the tight boxing.
Yeah,
shorts
it looked
or
like he was wearing. Yeah, it looked like he was wearing shorts underneath it. But I guess he wasn't.
He was just.
He was just wearing khakis.
Khakis.
That was funny as shit to me.
Reminded us of like Kevin. We were like, damn, Kevin really gonna go out and box like this?
He would too. He's got to make sure he has space for snacks and accessories.
That man, I started working with Kevin, right? And he wears like a holster, like a big like shoulder
he's got
strap
a fucking
thing
holster
with like a bunch of like hooks and shit on it.
That's so
like
funny.
He looks like he about to be in a construction site.
It's because that's just what he been doing, dog.
Yeah, I know. He was just like, yeah, I have all this.
I love
stuff
that he
on,
brought
so
it.
I'm gonna use
I love that he fucking brought it. That's fantastic.
Yeah, he used his utility belt.
He was like, yep.
He has a whole ass utility belt.
I bring it here. This is my stuff.
He said, I want like my tape measure. I want to have all this stuff on me. He just brought all of it.
He said their baby tape measure isn't long enough.
His is massive.
Yeah.
His is like this big chunky ass. I'm like, yeah, of course we're not gonna just like have that around.
I don't know, man. Why don't you?
Kevin keeps it on his belt.
Why don't you have a 50-footer?
I just don't need it.
Obviously, it needs to be so long that you need a third person to hold in the middle so it doesn't sag.
I'm just saying none of the pieces of wood we use are this big.
Are you sure? What if you need to measure 50 feet of something? Then you're fucked.
Then I'm fucked. I guess you're right. I guess in that moment I'm fucked.
See, that's why you shouldn't make fun of Kevin. He's on the right track.
I would have to go buy a 50-foot tape measure.
You'd have to go buy. You know how expensive a 50-foot tape measure is? It's got to be expensive. It's got to be at least $20. It's got to be at least. It's gonna be at least $20.
You're saying like in the instance where I need to like measure something, I won't have the $20.
What if you don't, dude?
Big.
What are you supposed to do then? You have to measure with your feet, dog. That's that's inaccurate.
What am I measuring?
I don't know how long 50 feet is.
The circumference of a house.
Yeah, no doubt, for sure. The circumference of a house.
Sure.
That's how you get to 50. Honestly, dog, our house is way bigger than 50 feet. Maybe a side of our house is 50 feet.
One side.
Maybe a side and like a little bit.
Yeah, when you just do a side at a time and just like add them up.
Look, dog. But what if it's 50 feet long? Then you're fucked. How are you gonna get to?
All right, but what if it's like 51 feet?
How are you gonna know the difference?
How are you gonna
know the difference? You have to measure it.
So, no, I'm saying, what do you do when it's 51 feet?
You get a 51-foot tape measure.
Where would I buy a 51-foot tape measure?
From the same place that you got the 50-foot tape measure.
All right, but what if it's like 60 foot? But what if I don't know if it's 60 foot? But how would I find out if I don't have a 60-foot tape measure?
So you take your tape measure, right? And then how long is your tape measure that you got to work?
50 foot.
No. The one you got right now. How long is the one that you have right now?
16 feet.
It's 16 feet?
Yeah.
So you do 16 feet, right?
Uh-huh.
And then you guesstimate. You look and you go, yeah, it's probably about like 3 more of these things. And you go, okay, that's about like 50.
Well, what if it needs to be accurate?
It's like 50.
It needs to be accurate.
That's actually 60. Wait, 16, 32, 48. Okay. What? What if it needs to be accurate?
Yeah, what if it needs to be
Overestimate.
Overestimate if it needs to be accurate?
No, overestimate how much you fucking need.
Thanks.
Get your 100-foot tape.
Thanks.
Get your.
Thanks. You really knocked it out the park.
You gotta be, dude. You have to go and make sure that you're fucking ready for any situation. So you don't buy for the thing that you need to measure. You buy for the next biggest thing that you need to measure.
Sure.
That's why you get a 100-foot tape measure.
Sure, but I haven't even needed to measure 16 feet.
Well, until you need to measure more than 16 feet, you're straight.
Yeah, I've been fine.
Yeah, but I'm saying that whenever a day comes
like-
that you need the 50-foot tape
Everything's
measure,
like
when you get
like 10 feet.
when you need a 50-foot tape measure, just spring for the 100.
Sure.
You're already there.
Sure.
Don't you love the idea of just like this giant fucking metal drum on your hip that's just like pulling out fucking?
That's kind of what Kevin has. Anyway, I can't believe we got into this long, diverging topic.
What do you mean? This is the This is the to be decided podcast. This is all on the fly.
You're right.
So the
Then
fifth
the
round
next-
of the match, the fifth match of the
it
night
was just a
was.
Minx.
Oh, was that when this was?
Yeah, right.
Oh, it was
in the
just a
middle.
Minx versus yodeling Haley, and
Dude, that was a good fight.
that woman beat the shit out of that child.
Dude, the funniest thing is that when they did all the entrances, they're like yodeling Haley 19, and I was like, that's my sister's age.
Yeah,
Just a Minx 26, and then I go, that's my age. It was like somebody my age is beating up my little sister.
That was crazy. I remember just laughing about that. I was like, imagine female you looking at your sister being like, bitch, you gonna learn today.
Gonna beat the shit out you.
Just scrapping. But
that was a good fight. Yodeling Haley didn't,
Yeah,
even though
that-
she
that
took a
was
lot of
also-
fights,
that was also
she-
a really close fight, to
she
be honest with you.
fought back.
It was close for a lot of it. What's it called? I think towards the end is
She
when
got gassed.
Yeah, towards the end is where Justin Minks really like kind of took over and really
Just
started.
Minx just kept on following up with their energy.
She just kept laying it in. It was kind of crazy because like here's the thing is that like it was different because I remember seeing a lot of yodeling Haley like trying to throw like really like short jabs.
Yeah.
And every throw that I watched Justin Minks throw was a goddamn haymaker.
Yeah, she just whipped it around.
She was just
The haymakers were crazy.
That was the thing is that she kept connecting with them because there was one right, and this is like a fucking replay that I just kept going back to where yodeling Haley like throws this like left hook right,
Yeah.
but she doesn't get all of it, so she just kind of like stops on like she hits her but like not very hard.
Yeah.
And you
There's not a lot
watch
of power
and
behind
you
it.
watch this fucking massive left hook come up the side, and Justin Minks just blows this woman through the fucking
Falcon
jaw.
punch.
Just decks her, man.
And then
you
comes around and does it again.
and you just watch.
And then follows through
With a
and
backhand.
backhands her.
The backhand was crazy, bro.
I remember
I
you
ju-
just look at me and be like, can she backhand her? And I'm like,
Yeah,
what are they going to do? They're just going to move on. They're going to say, like, don't do that. And keep moving.
I literally was like, I don't think you can backhand in boxing, but like maybe you can. I don't know.
I'm just saying,
Maybe you can backhand.
do a lot of things, but the ref has to call it.
I'm just saying, like, I guess you can backhand people in boxing, and it doesn't matter because you should be punching them instead.
That's so funny.
Maybe that's it. It's just like, why would you ever do it? So why make the rule?
Sure.
All right,
no
now-
rules.
All right, now we're gonna talk about the match that I keep trying to talk about because I keep thinking it's the
No,
next
no.
match. Is it not the next
No,
one?
no, no. I still have more to say about
Oh, you have
this.
more than that. Okay, keep
But
going.
yeah. So the funny thing is, I was on Twitter, right?
Sure. Uh-huh.
And Justin Minks puts up a picture and just says, I'm selling my Jill strap and my boxing gloves. Never been washed. Bid starting $1.
Big yikes.
And you just see
see a bunch of
weirdos, man.
gross. Imagine doing a thing on Twitter.
It was
How
so
do you even
funny,
verify that someone's gonna deposit $4 million into your bank account? How do you even know?
She's just giving them her like jock strap.
Why was she wearing a jockstrap?
It's to protect her.
Do they
the
have
bits.
those? Do
Yes,
they have those?
It's like a plate.
Really?
Yeah, that just covers the shit.
Oh, I didn't know that existed like that.
It's a Jill strap.
I thought it was a joke.
It's a Jill strap.
That's interesting. You learn something new every day.
Yeah.
Yeah, she's selling her coochie plate and her pussy platter. Uh,
Stop. Stop. That's good. That's good.
Oh man. That was a fucking, that's disgusting, man.
And then
Twitter,
a picture of
just
dude,
Twitter goblins.
Can we talk about how every time the round would end, because yodeling Haley would like have like her nose full of like blood, and they would just take cotton swabs and just like
that's what they did for a lot of them. Do you know why, right?
Yeah, I know, because they'll like choke on their blood, won't they?
That's very possible, but it's also to like they put a thing on it so that whenever you put it in there, it also is like stopping the wound, right? So it's to keep it from like
it's like Vaseline,
rubbing
Vaseline inside there to like
so
stop the bleeding.
Yeah, so it stops the bleeding and also gets the blood that's in there out.
Yeah.
But then you get punched in the face again, so
dude. But dude, Ryan's was nasty too. When they cleaned out his nose, I was like, big. Can you imagine just like doing that and then being like, that would be the thing to
being
like
able to breathe suddenly.
That would be the thing to wake you back up to like go back in. I'm assuming.
Yeah, you thought a fucking COVID test sucked, man. Imagine the force that they get in there with that.
Oh, dude, that was crazy.
Get in there deep.
But the next.
I think the next one is actually. Is that? Am I wrong? Is it not?
It's not the one you think it is.
Wait. Let me guess what. No. Let me guess what it is. So if it's not that, what else happened? It's not that one. It's not that one. It's not that one. And next one has to be like No, I remember which one it is. I just can't fucking remember who the people are.
It's probably because you don't know who they really are.
Yeah.
It was Hundar of Muscle Party versus AB from the H3 podcast.
Nope, never mind. I was off base. Forgot about that entirely.
Yeah, it was that one.
There's still like 5 more fucking rounds after this.
There's a couple more fights.
That was a long fucking
event.
dude.
We sat there and watched that whole thing.
That was a long
all day,
bitch.
But yeah, man. After that, it was Hunter versus AB. And I gotta say, that one was probably like the best paced fight.
Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. I don't really remember a whole ton of it.
They didn't like really rush into like a lot.
Oh
of
yeah, no,
punches.
it was like really measured for like.
Yeah.
I remember at the beginning they were
really neck and neck and
playing it slow.
Hundar went down, he went up, and like they met in the middle, and they did really well. Hundar did win though. He is shredded, dude.
Hundar did win.
Hundar is shredded. That guy was crazy.
Honestly, everyone got kind of yoked for this event. Everyone really fucking shredded. I remember you were telling me that, like, yeah, no one knew what Just a Minx was looking like. And then I remember I saw a thing on Twitter the other day where it was just her flexing. And I went, oh, damn, she really do be swole.
Yeah.
And I didn't know that she was like, because Alex has been talking about this event for like a minute, right?
Yeah, I wanted to go. Yeah. I wanted to make content out of it.
Yeah, what's it called? And so we ended up, I wasn't paying attention at any point because I really just like, it wasn't caring. And it got to the event and I was just like finding out that people were boxing like at that day. I was just like, oh yeah, this person's there too. Like I didn't know that internet comment etiquette was boxing. I don't think I don't think he was announced whenever you would start talking to me about it.
Yeah.
Was he?
Yeah.
I just must have forgotten. What's it called?
Here's the thing, right? Mahmoud isn't into like your average fare of like YouTube content.
I guess. I fucking
Mahmoud
guess.
Is like a very niche YouTube guy, which I think is cool. I think it's cool. I think it's cool that you like smaller creators.
I'm surprised. I'm surprised that I'm a really niche YouTube guy.
But how are you surprised when you like look at the subscriber count of like your average YouTube guy you watch?
That's like the thing is I never thought about that until we had that conversation when you're just
most of them are like under 1 mil.
Yeah, I watch a lot of 100Kers. Those are like in the places.
Yeah, that's a really small community.
Yeah, I guess so.
If you think about like the size of the planet.
I mean, that's true.
And how many people there are?
Yeah, how many people are there? 6 billion or something.
And then you're picking out 100,000 people and being like, "What? You don't know who this guy is?"
Yo, this is my 100. This is my 1%.
At least
right
with
here.
like a couple million, you're like, I think I could probably pinpoint the type of people who might like this.
Maybe. Yeah, I watch a lot of sub mills. It's like there's definitely a lot of those.
Dude, I remember I watched Internet Common Etiquette before he hit a mill. He just recently hit his mill.
Yeah.
Which was crazy because I've been watching him for like years and years. And I was just like watching that number slowly go up. And he kept on doing like campaigns to like get his numbers up.
Yeah.
But then he would get like kind of slow about it. And then he wouldn't do it again for a minute. And then it finally happened. And I was like, whoa.
He did it.
That's sick.
Yeah.
That's a sick feeling to see this guy go from like 500,000 to like
You watched
a
a
mil.
double. You watched a double, man.
That shit's awesome.
You saw an evolution.
And his content got better.
I hope it did.
And his content got better. That's sick. Damn. So Hunter versus AB.
Is it finally the time? I think it might be. It
It is. I think it is. Graham Stephan versus
Michael Reeves. And we watched a small coked out squirrel beat up another
small coked out
not
real
coked out
estate agent.
Not coked out real estate agent. Dude,
that fight was good.
That fight was crazy because you just watched Michael Reeves roll in and just go for it.
He uses that engineer brain of his. He knew techniques.
Went for it. He just squared up. He went, "Oh, you dog."
He bobbed and weaved.
Catch you tomorrow, bro. And he just started throwing them hands. I want you to know that pop off after he won was the funniest thing I saw that night for me. That was I love that
when
image.
You saw that he bobbed and weaved.
Yeah,
went Hajime no Ippo on it.
I was like, oh no, he's doing the Dempsey roll. He doing it.
Yeah, the Dempsey roll.
He really was just going.
But he fucked him up towards the end.
Mm-hmm.
Graham Stephan did come back
rushing.
sometimes.
He just started rushing at the end. That's what it was.
Graham Stephan came back a lot of times.
Because a lot of the things, like a real thing that happened for a lot of these rounds, or a lot of these matches actually, was that someone eventually finds an opening and they just throw hands.
Yeah, they keep abusing the same opening too.
They said, we're throwing fucking meat.
Like, even though Alex Ernst knew he was probably going to get a punch, he knew he can get in like a couple more.
Because
he would trade that one punch for like 3 punches.
It's because he was like, I know what he's going to do. He's going to do this one thing that he keeps doing, and then I'm going to go and beat him up in the middle.
Yeah.
And then he's going to do the thing again, and then I'm going to beat him up again.
Yeah. But Michael went crazy. And then after his win, because I don't even remember. They went like a couple rounds. I think they went like 3 rounds.
Yeah, I want to say it got stopped in the third.
Yeah.
I want to say that's when that happened.
But Michael's interview was so funny. He also came out to Mine Diamonds.
Yeah, he did.
The little kid screaming.
It's just, I literally sat there and I went, "Is this real right now?" And he's like, "Yep." Oh, this sucks.
Yeah, dude.
Imagine being in the fucking in the event, like inside. Like imagine being there for just a small child screaming into your through the amp system, through the speakers in the stadium. That would have sucked.
Yeah, man. And other than that, like he just fucking got on the interview when Chills, the number 5 Burger King foot lettuce.
Yeah, what's
that guy?
Our favorite top 5 ghost guy.
He was like the question guys.
He was the he was the interviewer.
He's the post game interviewer.
He was the Joe Rogan. He was the post match Joe Rogan.
Yeah, he was fun. That was funny that he was there.
That he got to be
He was gonna fight.
Was he? Was
he
gonna fight?
But he was told by a doctor that he can't because of like previous concussions he had gotten.
Damn.
They said that it's not a good idea.
Hate that for him.
And they didn't allow anybody who it was like, you could die.
So you're saying that Ric Flair won't be at the Creator Clash too?
Fuck Ric Flair. Fuck the Nature Boy.
Woo! Woo! I'm surprised there was no wooing. So there should have been more wrestling shit. You want to get me invested for the Creator Clash too?
Was
more wrestling.
Dad fighting his wrestler coach not good enough for you?
Yeah, I need like a better one than John Morrison. I need something.
You needed the Miz.
I need the Miz.
You need the Miz.
There's a reason it's Miz and Morrison, not Morrison and Miz.
All right.
Shout out to the Miz.
Why is it always the Miz?
You want to know the funniest thing is that like randomly, recently I started getting I started getting like Miz TikToks showing up, and I would just get really confused, being like, the Miz is on TikTok now.
So funny.
He's just out there doing stuff now, I guess. You know, he's got like a fucking like a reality show on TV. By the way.
Yeah, I just want you to know. Sometimes I'll get TikToks, probably because I'm on the same internet as you, of WWE like thirsty moments. Yeah, they'll do like Trish Stratus and like fucking what's her name, just like arm barring each other, but like making like it like hypersexualized, like how they like frame it.
I mean, okay.
I mean, the WWE did do that themselves.
They did 100%. My only question is, I have never once seen a TikTok like that, so that's why I'm confused.
It's probably just along all the other wrestling stuff that it shows up.
I'm just like I've never once seen a fucking thirst moment TikTok. Like I've seen like stuff like that.
It only happened like twice.
That's funny. That's crazy that you ended up at a place like that. That's self-report, dog. You just let everybody know you're horny on TikTok. Damn, that's crazy.
I mean,
you just told everybody. You told everyone your secret. You love John Morrison. You love The Miz.
It's me thirsting for the WWE.
You're thirsting for The Miz.
Yeah, I was really looking for the Rey Mysterio, like doing like flips and shit.
Yeah, I really just
the thing is like, how do you even go down a rabbit hole like that on like TikTok without it just like getting like machine learning like fucking shipped to your phone? Like, I just scroll on the For You page.
Yeah,
what
that's
else
what everyone
do you do?
does. That's what
What
everyone
else
does.
do you do?
Yeah, no one. Yeah, if you like,
It's
if you
just
end up-
random content.
if
It's
you
not even
follow
like the
somebody-
people I follow.
Yeah, I don't even watch. Like, I've realized that kind of the thing is that happens with TikTok is that if you follow somebody, you just banish their content to never see it again. That's what I realized, right?
You don't see it anymore.
You don't see it anymore. What's up?
It's in another place.
It's in another place, and you just keep scrolling on like stuff that's kind of like that thing that you said that you liked.
Yeah.
That's it. It's something else. I don't see none of it. I actually get surprised when I see content from creators that I follow because I go, oh, I forgot about this person. Maybe there's like something funny here.
Yeah, and then you'll go back through the backlog.
Yeah, I really never get to the second step.
Okay.
I just go, oh, that's cool, and I just keep moving.
That's funny.
So now,
so Chills was interviewing Michael Reeves, right? And he's
back to the topic at hand.
Yeah. He was like, "Are you gonna box again?" And Michael Reeves just straight up, "Fuck no."
That was funny. I got a real kick out of "fuck no." I'm like, for sure, dude, for sure, no doubt.
Yeah. No, I feel
100%
that. He was
shit.
like, "I wanted to do it one time."
He's like, I was doing it because I liked iDubbbz when I was a kid, and I wanted to do a thing with him.
Yeah, he said, "I did this for Ian."
He's like, I did it because I liked that guy since the 6th grade. And I went, damn, iDubbbz been doing it since Michael was in the 6th grade?
Dog, he's been doing it since we were in like...
Yeah, was Ian Dubs doing it since we
Mr.
were
Mr.
Ian Dubs? He been doing it since the fucking 480p days?
Yeah, he's
That's
been doing it for a minute.
That's crazy. Yeah, I'm not like an iDubbbz watcher, so and I never was, so I could not
But
tell
also,
you a damn
Michael's
thing.
not that old.
Yeah. Michael's at least our age, though. What's it called?
Let me see.
He's got to be at
I'm gonna
least our
peep
age.
it out. I'm gonna
He
peep it
might
out.
be a couple of years older than us, but I'm pretty sure he's like at least our age.
Let's see.
How old is this man? How old is this man? How old is this man? How old is this man?
He's 24.
Oh.
He's a couple years younger than us.
So since we were in the 7th grade.
1 year.
Yeah, it's a year younger than us.
So we would be in like the 7th grade.
Damn, I can't believe Mr. Ian Dub's been. It's not that Mr. Ian Dub's been doing it since we were in the 7th grade. It's just that Michael Reeves has been watching Mr. Ian Dub since we were in the 7th grade.
Yeah, he's just been like,
He's just been sitting there scoped
he's
out
eating
his window.
Taco Bell.
He's like, yeah.
He writes in a book.
This guy's writing a video about Keemstar.
What is up, Drummer Alert Nation?
Yeah, it's Killer Keemstar. Something. He back at hit you with the news.
It was so crazy just hearing Keemstar saying, "Yeah, I bet Hassan wants bad things to happen to black people.
That was crazy.
So that he can report about it."
That was so wild just to be like.
I was like, "Whoa, did he just?" I
can
looked
say
at
that.
you. I looked at you and I was like, "Yeah, he said that, right?"
Because like, I can't believe you can just say that about somebody on the internet. You can just be like, yes, This guy, I think he wants bad things to happen to black people.
That he can be the savior for.
That was mad crazy too. It's because he was like talking about that Gideon shit, right? So it was like he just Akeem started to just hop in the back and just be like, Hassan wants bad things to happen to black people.
What?
That was crazy to me. I just went, yo,
he's like that one guy.
That's a jump. That's a wild. That's a crazy fucking really word. Dude.
He's like that one guy that just like says some out of pocket shit out of nowhere.
They love to say that shit too. They love to just come in and be like, hey, listen to this. This is what I think. And then everyone else, like a regular person's like, what the fuck? And then like the 12-year-olds are like, you know what? That makes sense.
So listen, we have to have a talk. Mm-hmm. It's about the Holocaust.
Oh.
Just like, why? Why do we... What do I need to know?
I just want...
You know what? The worst part is that everybody gives that guy a chance because they just want to know where that's going. They're like, the guy comes up to you, he's like, listen, I need to talk to you about the Holocaust. And you're like, what about it?
It never goes
what
well.
About
it never goes. It's always the shit.
But you always have
it's
to
always
respond
the same shit. It's always the same shit as like anytime me and you are watching a video and someone starts talking about the Jesuits and I'm just like in the other room yelling, the Jesuits!
The Jesuits?
Why is it always the fucking Jesuits?
I'm like, they're anti-Semites.
Every time. Every time. It's like they want Israel, but for white people, and then they say, "Oh, do you? So you guys like Jews?" And they're like, "Nope, don't like Jews.
Don't like them."
That's crazy. That's a crazy ass thing. And so you can just be racist on the internet, I guess.
I mean, no,
don't be racist on the internet.
Yeah, you're quoting like a guy who's like friends with the Grand Wizard.
He's neighbors with the Grand Wizard.
Best friend.
He's like they bring like pies over on Christmas and Easter. I brought you pumpkin.
Howdy, neighbor.
Hey.
Hail Hitler.
Yes. They're like going out every morning, but they got to wear their hoods to pick
keep
up the
the
mail.
sun out their eyes.
Yeah, it's bright out. So I got to make sure that I'm in full regalia. Make sure no one can. I'm not getting sunburnt.
Yeah, no, not
hate
me.
That shit.
It's white, so the sun reflects off of it. I'm staying nice and cool.
You think people can get sunburnt like through you? Can somebody get sunburnt through clothes? Can that happen to you? Can you just be like really shitty? Can like that happen to you? Can you just be like really pale?
Overheat.
Yeah, is that like what would happen first?
I think if it's like so powerful that it's gonna like tan you through your clothes.
What if you're wearing something? What if you're wearing something really thin? What if you're wearing something really thin?
Let me ask you: when you go out in the sun,
yeah,
and you get a tan, do you have the farmer's tan?
Do I have the?
How many people do you see with like a farmer's tan?
Tons of people. Yeah. You're right. So it's gotta.
No.
Yeah.
No.
But it'd be like really funny if you could like that.
But if it was like strong enough
to where
it would do something through your shirt.
Yeah.
Okay. You would just burn alive.
Probably. Like you would just die well before that.
You would just die of like heat exhaustion.
You would just actually start cooking. You would get crispy. I just think it'd be really. I just think it's like a. I wonder what like the thinness of the clothing and the paleness that you must be, like that. What's the combination for that to happen? I think that shit would be crazy. If like you could like quantify that and be like, this is how thin and this is the color. Like if you could just do both of those things on a screen, I think that'd be interesting.
This is like stoner science. Nobody wants to know the answer to this.
Listen,
because it doesn't. It's not like a problem.
It's not a problem.
so finding out this information does nothing for anybody. You're like, guys, I found the answer. You're like, what? To what? I found out how
it has to be 3 microns thick, and you have to be a
you
shade.
Have to this hue.
You have to be
skin.
this You have to be this 5-color fucking science like CMYK value.
Values.
This is what you have to be, and this is like how thick it has to be. And then you can tan through your skin, or you can get a sunburn through your skin.
Yeah. Why do I need to?
Like, just imagine the amount of time.
Dude, I just like. How did we get here?
My favorite
we got here from the KKK.
My favorite part is that you fucking bit at the beginning too. You like bought in fully, and you're like, yeah,
dude. It's like I said. It's like the guy goes up to you and he says, "Hey, you want to talk about the Holocaust?" And I'm like, "What do you have to say?" let me see where you're going first.
I'm just saying those are totally different. I can't believe you were like, what if you? I can't believe you likened if you can get sunburned through clothes and racism to each other like that. That's crazy, bro. They're totally different.
No, I'm just
Only
saying
one
that
of them is bad for
if
the
I'm
environment.
talking to a person, we're just having like a normal ass conversation, and they quickly pivot to, listen, I have to tell you something about the Holocaust.
I don't trust a person like that. I want you to know if someone quickly pivots
it's
to
out of the curiosity of my brain.
You're like, I have to know.
I just need to know where they're going.
I need to know what this person's about to say to me.
What are they about to
I'm
ask
sure
me?
it's
Are they
terrible,
trying to find out if
but-
I'm racist?
Yeah, but what's about to go down? What is the thing that they're about to say?
Because that's gonna be like the defining moment.
That's gonna fucking haunt you in your dreams.
And
if
I'm
you
gonna
don't
be
know.
like, if you say anything other than Hitler did it, and he was a terrible person for killing like that, like it's just off.
yeah, what's
But like, also, I want to know what you know.
You know what was crazy? When we watched that fucking video about Tila Tequila the other night, and we found out that she randomly turned into a Nazi. That was wild. That was a crazy ass thing to happen.
Started making her baby look like Hitler.
Yeah, she literally put a fucking Hitler stash on her goddamn baby. I think that's a thing that gets your baby taken away from you. Honestly, I think that happens to people. I'm pretty sure you lose your baby in some jurisdictions.
Well, she has a lot of problems, so her
sure.
baby probably should.
It's true. It's true. It was a long time ago. That baby's probably old now.
That was a good video.
How do you think that baby feels about like seeing pictures of itself with a Hitler stash when it was a child?
Dude,
That's got to be crazy, right? If you have like a thing like that existing,
like
it's got to be insane. That's got to be a crazy.
That's traumatizing.
Yeah, just
Especially you don't even know yet. You
No.
don't even know that you're about to be traumatized.
Yeah, that shit just happens, and you find it out later.
Oh, you're the Hitler baby.
What?
Who's Hitler?
What do you mean Hitler baby? Oh, have you never seen this picture? Yo, that's some crazy shit to like. If you could put, if that's some like next level bullying shit. If you found something like that, imagine.
Yeah, dude. It's so funny because we haven't even gotten through the creator clash. We just went down the road of how thin does your shirt have to be before your
My guess is 3 microns and 32A46.
Okay,
FF.
for sure, for sure. So we were talking about Michael Reeves.
Yep, Michael Reeves. He had gone through the match,
went the
beat
mile.
the shit out of Graham Stephan, and
and-
popped off in one of the best internet pictures I've ever seen in my life.
And Graham Stephan just like looking like he's about to invest on Shark Tank, walking into the fucking ring, just like ready to go. He did it. He did it too.
Hey man, everyone did it.
Everybody
You
did
really
it.
can't.
There was like
phoned
no
it in.
losers.
No one phoned it in. Everyone
There was no losers.
Everyone was actually going to beat up another person and get beat up themselves. It's everyone was there. Everyone knew what was up. But now
we get to
it's
the
time for the
co-headline.
co-headlines. I was actually going to say the finale, but it's the co-headline actually next.
And
It's Aaron
was
versus fucking
Aaron Hansen of Game Grumps,
Mr.
Ego Raptor,
Mr. Ego Raptor himself versus
Harley of Epic Mealtime,
Mr. Bacon and Mr. Bacon Strip himself versus Mr. Ego Raptor.
Sauce Boss.
The sauce boss. I forgot. We forgot about also to talk about it. The fighting soy boy and the funniest.
Oh, dude, the funny that was a good That was a good.
That's a good
walking
meme.
song.
That's a good meme.
He made the fighting soy boy song.
Yeah, he got like someone to make.
And he and on his way,
Funny.
Eric of Internet Common Etiquette, he on his interview out, he was like, "Yeah, I lost."
And you know what? That's fine. Losing's okay
Because I'm the fighting soy
I'm
boy.
the fighting soy boy.
And that's what I do. I'm okay with losing.
Yeah, we're okay with losing. That's super funny. And he went through, but Mr. Sonic 06 versus Mr. Bacon Strip, and Mr. Bacon Strip wins in the in the end. He throws.
It was a good fight.
He throws meat. They both.
But there was things I want to talk about.
He throws some meat. He for sure throws some meat.
It starts out with Aaron coming out, being like his intro video is him like training and being like, "Yeah, the hardest part about this was I had to stop drinking beer. I love beer.
Yeah.
And I love cookies. I really want a cookie.
I love cookies.
And I want you to know, after the fight, the day after, he posted a picture of an Oreo and he said, "I got my cookie."
Funny.
But yeah, dude. Also, Ryan announced that he quit vaping.
Oh yeah, he
prior
quit
to the
vaping for the
match.
thing. Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that's something you got to do. Otherwise, there's
But
no way.
he was also like smoking really heavy.
Was he?
Yeah, like during a lot of Super Mega.
Hey, dude, what's it called? It's really good. Whenever
Went to
you
vaping and now quit to box.
Yeah, you got to do it. But do you think he's vaping again?
I don't know.
That's a really good
Don't
question.
know because they haven't really.
Hey, it's been a couple
They
days.
haven't posted anything.
It's been a couple days. I don't know.
They haven't had a follow up to anything that's happened.
Yeah.
So who knows?
Who
I hope
knows?
so. I hope for him.
Yeah. Yeah.
But I thought that was a cool thing.
Yeah, well, you have to do that kind of shit whenever you're trying to go and like prepare for a physical event like that. You can't smoke and do that shit. Your fucking lungs will be trash and you'll die.
But
Damn.
then Aaron came out in this pink, like boxing robe.
Yep.
That thing was awesome.
Real fuzzy.
Ready to go. He had his gloves on. He went out there like a boxing champ. But apparently, the person who was gonna fight Harley backed out at some point. And they didn't know who was going to fight him at first. But then they got Aaron to do it. And Aaron trained for this for 5 weeks.
Yeah, I was about to say, wasn't it like a really short
It was
like,
5
turnaround?
weeks.
Damn.
Harley had been practicing
For, like-
for 6 months.
Mm-hmm. He was ready.
So
He said, I am ready to fight a person.
that fight got really intense. And Harley... I mean, Aaron did okay.
Yeah.
Harley's way bigger.
Harley was way bigger. It was like a
Harley
fucking,
was like...
if I remember correctly, it was like a 50-pound weight difference.
Yeah, it was a lot.
It was like a 50,
It was
60
the
pound-
biggest weight difference of the whole
of the night. Yeah, it was that was honestly
That was
Aaron
brutal.
came out way better than I thought was going to happen.
Honestly, apparently he put on his Twitter, he was like, so the match ended after the
'cause didn't he,
the
like-
ref had asked me if I need 15 seconds. And then he said, if I have 15 seconds. And then they called off the match, which apparently the judges called off the match.
Yeah.
Yeah, the judges ended it.
Ah.
They decided.
They just went, nope.
They
I mean,
deci-
that's true though. That's true though. Like
but Aaron lasted a couple rounds.
I think they went into the second one. I think it stopped before the third. Let's
Can't
go-
remember.
Or no. No, this was the first round. This was the end of the first round. Is what it was for that match.
Yeah.
Yeah, they were going into the second round, and then it got called because that was the thing is that he was in his corner when they called it.
Oh, okay.
Or was that what happened with? No. Yeah, he got called in the corner, and then Idubbbs went the full.
No, that was AB's match.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, AB's match with Hundar. They ended the round. They went to their corners, and AB said, "No, that's good."
Someone did that. I remember
good.
someone doing it.
But I think Aaron's went into the second round, and then it was a TKO. Because that's what he said. He said that it was during the match.
Oh, they called it during the match. I mean, yeah.
That the ref said, "Do you need 15 seconds?"
What does the ref mean by "do you need 15
They'll
seconds"?
start doing the call. like
Oh
the count.
yeah.
Yeah, they'll start doing the count.
Oh man, that's fucking. Ooh-wee.
Yeah, and then when the count is down, it's over. You have 15 seconds.
If
Put
I
your gloves
have-
back up.
if
Remember?
I have
Remember how
15.
they like
Yeah.
the gloves up and stuff like that?
Show it to
Yeah,
me right now.
that's what they said. They were like, "You need 15 seconds." That's that. And he
Yes.
said yes, and then the judges just called it.
The judges
Yeah.
were like, "Nah, we're good."
Yeah.
I mean, it was big though. I mean, it was that was a huge weight. That's a huge weight difference, dude.
But
That's 50 pounds behind a punch is a lot.
yeah, man.
It's a lot.
And after the fight, Harley got up there and
Mhm.
he fucking said it. He just said, "Yo, I'm calling you out, Dr. Disrespect. I want a bigger man. I want somebody who would be a great fighter in my league."
What was that getting streamed on? What's
it was
called?
Moment House.
I have no idea what that is. That's like
It was just a pay-per-view like streaming platform.
didn't know that was a thing. So that's cool though.
Yeah, it was a cool way to do it.
Yeah, because I was
It
thinking
was
about
a really efficient.
because I was
thing.
thinking
didn't-
about it. I was
didn't-
like, it wasn't on
started
Twitch.
like twice.
It was like it wasn't on Twitch or anything.
No,
so
it wasn't
like-
on Twitch because it was a pay-per-view.
Yeah, you're right. So that feels like a stream for me.
I paid like $30 for it.
Yeah, it feels like a stream, but a pay per view is a very good idea for it. Honestly,
Why would it be? I don't think it would be a stream because it's too expensive.
Yeah, I mean,
Idub said it was millions of dollars.
I'm sure it was millions.
In
of
an
dollars.
interview, he said it was millions.
I'm sure it was millions
out of his pocket.
out of his pocket.
out of his pocket.
I hope he got some of that money back.
No, he got it back.
Oh, good.
No, it was a huge success.
No. I knew it was a huge success, but I remember that it was like for charity and stuff, so I didn't know if he.
Proceeds go to charity.
Okay, so he at least got his money back, and then everything else was okay.
Everything until everything's accounted for. Mm-hmm. Then the rest goes to charity.
That's good.
And it made tons.
Oh yeah, it for sure made tons of money. That thing was sold out, and then people were watching it. What's it called? Fucking like people we knew were watching it, and we didn't even talk to them about this.
Yeah, it's crazy.
It was just like other people were doing it. So,
but yeah, he calls out Dr. Disrespect.
He says, "I want to fight a big guy. Come over here, big guy. Let's fight."
And
so Harley,
I haven't heard anything about it. I didn't look into
Dr.
Disrespect.
Mr. Harley Davidson versus Dr. Disrespect, coming to a pay-per-view service near you.
It's so funny because I didn't think of it, but yeah, he's totally like a Canadian guy. Harley,
is he?
Weinstein. Yeah. He's just a Canadian guy, which totally makes sense because he made like poutine stuff constantly.
Yeah.
On Epic Mealtime, but also he came out as Big Boss.
He did.
He came out as Big Boss because he's the sauce boss.
That was funny. I remember it was me and you just sitting around being like, "Is he gonna come out to Snake Eater?" That would make.
And he didn't. He came
out to something else that was kind of funny.
He came out to like another Metal Gear song.
Oh, was that what it was?
Yeah, it was like a famous song, but it was like another song that.
Yeah,
was
I've never played Metal Gear Solid, so I couldn't even tell you what that is.
Yeah.
Even if you could probably have lied to me and said it was Snake Eater, I would have been like, "Oh, I've never heard this."
I think it was the song from MGS5.
It's very possible.
I played in MGS5.
It's very possible. I like the idea of thinking like, man, how much money do you think they had to pay for this fucking licensing?
And I was like, dog, what if I told you they just didn't?
I would be like, damn, that's for sure gonna cause problems for somebody.
I don't know. I'm sure they figured it out. It was
millions
of dollars event.
No, they had to have. They had to have. If they
spent already, they already went too far. Of course they were just.
Of course they were just gonna do that. That's what they had to. It wasn't an option.
Yeah.
I was just wondering what the number.
They
would be
saved like a buck
on
Michael Reeves just choosing like a YouTube video.
Yeah, literally just taking a YouTube video, being like, "That's fine. Just play that. Just like go. Hey, go to 11 seconds. Press the play button. Let's make it happen."
And then. The last fight.
The finale. Your main event.
Mr. Ian Dubs.
Mr. Ian Dubs versus...
Mr. Content Cop himself. The ringleader. He set up that whole fucking shit.
True.
That shit was so impressive.
Mm-hmm. It was a lot.
For like him and his wife. I feel bad because his wife also got the thing where they were like, yeah, if you get like another concussion, you could like die. She was going to box Minx, I'm pretty sure.
Funny.
Yeah, I think it was originally going to be her versus Minx.
Mm-hmm.
But she couldn't. And I saw pictures of her box, and damn, she went crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, dude, she could hit.
She was there. She was ready for it. She was trying to throw hands.
That could have been a different fight.
Could have been a different fight.
That could have been a way different fight.
Haymaker this. Done.
But it was great. It was cool that Ian even thought to do it like that with like the right people.
Mr. Ian Dubs versus
Dr. Mike.
Dr. Michael.
He was crazy because he had been boxing for like 10 years.
Yeah, you told me afterwards. You were like, yeah, Dr. Mike used to box. So I was like, yeah, I used to box. You're like, yeah, for 10 years. 10 years?
Yeah, it was 10 years up to them.
Oh, so he's like he's actively boxing?
Yeah, he was actively boxing.
Okay, can't believe that he was
for
like
10 years.
That's
straight.
Funny. That's mad funny. I thought you said that he boxed for 10 years and didn't anymore.
No,
not that he is a 10-year veteran boxer that IDubbbz is just like rolling in.
But he was a fitness boxer, so he didn't box people.
Well, you learn how to throw punches to get swole. You learn how to throw punches to hit people.
Yeah, so that was cool. He apparently people felt a little divided because in the first round of the fight, they touched gloves, and Mike instantly clocks IDubbbz in the chin, comes back with a haymaker to the other side, and then clocks him back.
Just imagine like getting your fucking head ping ponged back and forth, just
three times.
and then you have to start fighting. Imagine
Immediately,
right
out the gate. They tap gloves as like a show of like good faith, and he immediately rocks him.
Yep. I don't think there's actually a rule against that shit.
No, there's no rule against it. It's just bad sportsmanship.
Yeah, that's always what it is. Is that it's? I don't think there's a rule against it. It's just like you're kind of a prick for doing it.
Yeah, apparently nobody cared.
So Dr. Mike, boo, Dr. Mike, ah.
Yeah, but then second, there was a screw up, and it was supposed to be 3 or 5 or 5 3 minute or no.
Oh,
it was supposed to be
that's what
4 3 minutes.
No. It was supposed to it was supposed to be
4
3
3-minute rounds instead of 2.
Instead of
5
4
instead
or
of
5
10
2-minute rounds.
rounds.
That's
Yeah.
what it is. It was supposed to be 4 3 minutes instead of 5 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And they had to they flipped.
Apparently it was the association, like the boxing association that was there.
Yeah, they said that they had to do.
Yeah, the judges they changed it.
Oh,
on the
yeah.
fly.
They just why were they changing it on the fly? What's it called?
Everybody was thrown off guard by it. Nobody knew why.
Oh yeah, they just did it. They literally did it a minute into the match.
They just did it.
They did it in the middle of the match. They went, nope, we're not doing this.
It was crazy because the whole time Charlie was just like, I don't know why this is happening.
But it's changing now. They're having to throw meat for less time.
They're throwing meat at each other.
God, throwing meat will never.
Hey, what's up? It's Moist Critical. We're going to be throwing haymakers with our meat claws.
Throwing meat is never going to be not funny for me. I'm going to hold that till the end of time. But yeah, no. What's up? And iDubbbz, I remember like sitting there.
iDubbbz went the full 5 minutes.
He did.
There the full 5 rounds.
Yeah, he did the whole thing. I remember looking at you at one point and being like, no, I can for sure tell that this is like a better technical match than all of the other ones.
Oh, they were instantly so much better.
Yeah. I was just like, no, I can instantly tell that this is like a really well.
There was one moment though where Ian looked like he was about to go down. He was about to get his his lights knocked out, and the round ends. It was the beginning of the first round. It was the first round.
Is that what it was?
It was the end of the first round. They
got
surprised. They got surprised because that was the first time it got called a minute early, and they were like, "What?" We all thought it was over at that first.
Yeah.
At the first 2 minutes.
Oh yeah. No, that's what it was.
They stopped abruptly because we thought it was going to go on for a whole nother minute.
Yeah.
And we were like, how are they going to do another minute?
So I was talking about. Oh, so yeah. So I already. I thought that was in Ryan's match. I guess I got like that shit fucked up. No, because after you brought it up, yeah, it was totally. I was totally in Ian's match, or maybe I was just talking about it earlier. Is what it was. I think I just might have been talking about that earlier.
Maybe
because that's what it was. Yeah, fucking. We thought that it was over. We were like, oh no, because he got knocked up against the ropes, and the ref was like about to step in.
Yeah, he was about to call it.
And then the bell.
Round over.
He got saved, and he got to keep going. He got to keep going.
The funniest thing is that after the match, I saw there was like an interview with what's his name, Philly D.
Yeah, why is Philip DeFranco being interviewed?
No, Philip DeFranco is interviewing iDubbbz and Dr. Mike.
Okay.
And both of them eyes are just bruised in.
Funny.
They beat the shit out of each other.
Hell yeah.
Like it's really hard to tell, but like if you look at iDubbbz, his eyes are just blood, like black eyes, both black eyes.
Full.
Dr. Mike, both black eyes, and they're both just like, yeah, we both fought really fucking hard.
Yeah, bro. What's it called? That guy, fucking sick.
And iDubbbz even made the comment. He was like, "Oh yeah, my head's fucked up, but my body's fine."
Like,
he was just
from the neck down
me in my fucking face the
neck
whole
down,
time.
I feel perfectly fine. My face, not psyched.
He was just getting punched in the face.
Mm-hmm. That'll do it. Getting punched in the face for 10 minutes
But
will definitely do that.
came close. I think iDubbbz could have pulled that out if there was like, if it was.
I think it had to be a little different was what it was.
But the thing is that also if it was 3 minutes, that first round, it would have been over.
It would have been over. What's it called? It just.
But it didn't matter. Dr. Mike won anyways.
Yeah.
So them being like,
he won
whatever,
in a decision.
It doesn't matter that it ended the way it did because Dr. Mike still got the win.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, it could have been different, but it's whatever. Still, all in all, great event. Everyone did fucking sick.
Dude, it was really fun to watch. It was fun to talk about too.
Mm-hmm.
It was a good little. That's why when we were downstairs and I looked at him and I was like, I know exactly what we're talking about.
Yeah, I got taken off guard because honestly, I forgot that this happened.
Yeah, man.
Stop thinking about it. It was good though. It was a good time.
It was really fun.
It really. I remember saying to you afterwards, I was just like, "Damn, now I just want to watch wrestling."
It's different though.
It is different. But I'm not saying that it was fake. I'm just saying that it makes me want to watch wrestling because I like watching wrestling.
No, I totally get it. I was like, maybe boxing.
Yeah. All right. It doesn't really. It's fine. It doesn't really matter. But like, it was fun. It was a good thing.
Yeah.
Had a grand old time.
So is there anything else you want to talk about?
No, I think we've been creator clashed for today. What's it called?
Damn.
What are we looking at? What are we looking at right now? Oh, yeah, it's perfect. What's it called? Yeah, it's the perfect timing.
Cool. All right, dog. Do you want to shout anything out?
Not particularly. What's it called? You guys know all my shit. What's it called? It'll be in.
No, they don't. Keep shouting it out.
Sure, fine. What's it called? Catch me Twitter at OG Stevie Wonder. Catch me on Twitch, YouTube, Indra_EX. There will be a video this week. What's it called? And I hope you guys enjoy that. Alex, where can they find you, Big Dog? Big Dog on Twitter, right?
Big Dog on Twitter. I wish I could have the Big Dog on Twitter.
You could have a shitty
Big
Dog.
It's so funny because I would just always constantly forget my Twitter.
You should
follow me on Twitter at Alex Campione 2. It's better than the first one.
Yeah, it's better than Alex Campione 1.
Yeah,
it's
bigger. But number, also check us out.
Bigger number, better person. Bigger number, better person.
Yeah, exactly. I'm number 2.
It's true. Yeah. Hey, number 2.
Hey, number 2. What the fuck was that from?
It's Scrubs.
Oh yeah. Hey, number 2.
Hey, number 1.
Hey, number 1.
Hey, number 2.
That's good as shit.
Yeah, it's a great show. It's a fantastic show. Can't wait to talk about Scrubs.
Also, find me here on the Platformer channel. Watch the rest of the podcast.
Check out the podcast.
If you haven't watched the rest of it, there's really funny ones. The 420 one, really good. The fucking Subgo Lotion, great. Kevin's a fucking murderer.
The first 5 minutes of the second one, really good, and the third one, and then move on.
We have really good thumbnails.
Yeah,
give us thumbs up.
The thumbnails are sick. Yeah,
subscribe to the YouTube channel.
Yeah, guys, what's up for sure? Like, comment, subscribe, do all the thing. It helps.
Talk to us. If you want us to talk about something, we can talk about it.
Yeah, let us know. What's it called? We love interaction. Every bit of interaction just helps the podcast.
Yeah, dude. You can be a contributor.
You can be a contributor.
For the small price of we're not paying you, you can contribute to the podcast.
It's true. But maybe in the future you could pay us.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Big Dog. Let's get out of here. What's it called?
Do I get to eat more enchiladas?
Oh, God. We made enchiladas. Bye, guys.
Bye.
Bye.